Well, welcome. We are so glad that you're joining us for this event. If you're on the Facebook page, just make sure that you click on the pictures at the top of that event page and you'll be able to follow along with us. So my name is Carmen Maxwell, and I live in Cincinnati, Ohio, and together with my very good friend Michelle, we are going to share some information that really did change my life 10 years ago, and we just hope that you take away some practical information that can really change your health and even your life possibly. So we're so excited for you to learn how one simple change can really add up to huge and meaningful results in your life. So whoever invited you is part of our health community, and we are a group of like-minded people that are really just inspiring each other to lead healthier lives. So I'd love to start with a question right now. What motivates you to get healthier? And I wish we were all sitting in the same room right now so that we could really talk about this. But, is it your fitness level? Are you 100% satisfied with your level of fitness? What about your energy? Do you rely on caffeine or naps to get you through the day? How about sleep? Do you get 7 to 9 hours of complete rest every night? And what about salt and sugar cravings? Do you consume processed foods like soda, chips, crackers, and candy daily? So how about the way that you look and feel? Do you want to look and feel better? I know that I just turned 40 and that really does motivate me. I want to look as young as I can as I get older. So as a community, we're encouraging one another to get healthier. And one area that we really focus on is good nutrition. So there are many ways to achieve good health, and I think we can all agree that nutrition plays a key role in good health. So experts agree that 75% of diseases are preventable with good nutrition, but we've gotten so far away from a good diet. So the answer to this question is the mid-1950s. Isn't that interesting? So I was born in the mid-70s, so I've had these foods available to me my whole life. My parents did not have them at the beginning of their lives, and my grandparents really didn't have them until the mid to later years. Dr. David Katz from Yale University developed a program called the Nutrition Detectives to teach children how to read food labels, but we really do love to teach these 5 clues to everyone. So clue number 1 is don't trust the cover. Even if the cover looks healthy, go straight to the ingredient list. Clue number 2 is realize that the first ingredient is what the product is mostly made of. Clue number 3 is learn to identify harmful ingredients. You can see a list here of the dirty dozen ingredients that may be hiding in the products in your pantry. Clue number 4 is a long ingredient list is usually a red flag. And then clue number 5 is if the ingredients look pretty good, go to the nutrition facts section and look for 2 or more grams of fiber. So the reality is that 90% of food eaten in America is processed. We live in a time where our children are more harmed by poor diet than by exposure to drugs, alcohol, and tobacco combined. And experts agree that 75% of diseases are actually preventable with good nutrition. So that's the good news. The road to good health really is through fruits and vegetables. 150 doctors researched 4,500 studies on what keeps us healthy, and the only common denominator that they found was a diet rich in fruits and vegetables. And experts agree that we should be eating 7 to 13 servings every day. So a serving is about the size of your fist. And the first time I heard that, I thought, wow, you really have to be a stay-at-home vegetarian in order to consume that much. And that would be really hard. And, how about trying to get that into my kids every day? That's difficult. But it's really nice to just think about trying to fill half your plate with fruits and vegetables 3 meals a day. And I really did wonder, why do we have to eat so many? Well, the fruits and vegetables that we have today really are not the same as the ones that our grandparents grew up with. If we think about it, our grandparents usually picked their fruit and vegetables. Either they grew them or one of their neighbors grew them. They didn't have to wait for their produce to travel thousands of miles in order to get to them. And our grandparents' produce was actually allowed to vine ripen, whereas our produce today is picked green. So that's one of the reasons that we have to eat so much. But when you look at this picture, the biggest reason that we have to eat fruits and vegetables in our diet every day is because we're generating something called free radicals and oxidative stress. Those are kind of big words, but basically those damage our healthy cells, and all of us right now are alive now because we have more healthy cells in our bodies than unhealthy cells. And we want to protect our healthy cells. So that's what keeps us from aging too quickly and getting diseases. So we want to reduce that free radical damage. And oxidative stress is really, and oxidative stress. So how do we have to do that? Well, antioxidants are really the answer. And they come from fruits and vegetables. So they actually cancel out and neutralize those free radicals and slow down that oxidative stress. So we're not going to age as fast and we're not going to get diseases as quickly. And fruits and vegetables are powerful because they contain those antioxidants and they contain thousands of phytonutrients. Those are plant nutrients. And these phytonutrients, they prevent cancer and other diseases, and they reduce that oxidative stress. So here you see a list of 400 ingredients in an apple, but scientists actually believe that there's probably 10,000 or more ingredients that even are yet to be discovered. And all of these ingredients create synergy. They work together to prevent disease. So an isolated supplement or a multivitamin, maybe that has 20 ingredients. And we need all of the thousands of ingredients in order to prevent disease. So we really don't have a vitamin deficiency. We have a fruit and vegetable deficiency. And that's really a huge thing for us to understand because it's one of the most powerful ways that we can impact our health. So how are we doing getting fruits and vegetables in every day? Well, the recommendation is 7 to 13 servings. In America today, we're consuming less than 2 servings a day. Wow, that is a big gap to fill. So 10 years ago, when I started to really understand this, I took a look at my family's health. And, then I was in my late 20s and I looked healthy and felt pretty good. And especially, compared to the way that the people around me were feeling, we were pretty much all on the same page with that. But the truth is that I was exhausted. I relied heavily on caffeine to get me through the day. And I had a 1-year-old at home who was constantly at the pediatrician's office with sick visits. And that's when my sister shared a really simple way that we could just easily flood our body with fruits and vegetables every day. And that really became a catalyst for us to make more changes. And if you look at the picture of my husband on the right, there's a 6-year difference in these pictures. And my husband never dieted a day in his life. His cravings changed, though. And instead of craving the unhealthy foods, he would choose healthier choices like fruits and vegetables. So when we started to flood our bodies with this amazing nutrition, we both had more energy. I didn't need naps every day or coffee all day long. We started to crave more fruits and vegetables. My daughter went from once a month sick visits to once a year well visits, and my vision actually began to improve. In fact, in the last 10 years, I've only gotten new glasses because my current prescription is too strong. And, this change has made such a difference in our health, but not only for us, our children have grown up with this. And so we really thank my sister for introducing us to something called Juice Plus. That was our first one simple change. So the Juice Plus company is really all about inspiring healthy living around the world. And I love that. They really want this message of whole food nutrition to get out. And so our company provides some really great tools, Juice Plus and the Tower Garden. They both provide several ways to add more fruits and vegetables to our diet. So I'm so excited to share about these with you. We're going to start with the Tower Garden. So the Tower Garden is a vertical aeroponic growing system that allows you to grow your own fruits and vegetables on your porch or your patio. So in a study, the Tower Garden actually had about a 30% higher yield of produce and the nutritional equivalents to fruits and vegetables grown in the soil. So the Tower Garden uses air and water in order to grow the produce. It takes less time, less maintenance, and the Tower Garden only uses about 10% of the water and the land of a traditional garden. The O'Hare Airport in Chicago actually has an urban Tower Garden farm that produces fruits and vegetables for all of the restaurants. So this is so cool. It's really the wave of the future. And the Tower Garden is really quickly becoming popular in schools and with communities around the country. And then let's talk about Juice Plus. The Juice Plus, red, green, and purple, that's the trio of capsules or chewables. And also the Juice Plus Complete Shake. eating all of this is really like flooding your body with fruits and vegetables, with the nutrition from 45 different fruits and vegetables every day. So, it's not a substitute for eating fruits and vegetables. Instead, it's like eating a big bowl of fresh fruit and a big bowl of fresh vegetables. So I look at it as a safety net. As healthy as my family tries to eat every day, we probably aren't going to eat those 45 different fruits and vegetables every day. But we all know that if we did, we'd certainly be healthier. And there are really three things that set Juice Plus apart from everything else on the market. First, Juice Plus is concentrated whole food. It's not vitamins. The Juice Plus products have food labels. They're non-GMO. They contain thousands of phytonutrients that we discussed earlier, and it's gluten-free, dairy-free, and also kosher. The second thing that really makes Juice Plus different is that each product has a third-party company that randomly tests Juice Plus products in two areas. First, the Juice Plus product has to contain what is on the label. And second, there can't be anything harmful in Juice Plus like stimulants or pesticides or heavy metals. So it's very rare for products to be tested with this standard. There's really no nutraceutical or nutritional product made in the world at a higher quality than Juice Plus. And then finally, Juice Plus is the most researched nutritional product in the world. So these here are studies that have been published in peer-reviewed medical journals. So these are well-known research institutions, universities, and hospitals around the world. They've done the research on Juice Plus, and almost all of these studies are gold standard, randomized, placebo-controlled. And if you're a medical professional or someone who really knows about research, you know that this is really impressive. And these studies have been done on actual people taking Juice Plus. So from the research, we know that Juice Plus gets absorbed and goes to the cellular level, just like fruits and vegetables would do, to reduce that oxidative stress, to support a healthy immune system, to protect our DNA, support cardiovascular wellness, reduce inflammation, and even promote healthy skin and gums. And the research has attracted thousands of doctors to Juice Plus. These are well-known physicians like Dr. William Sears. He calls Juice Plus powders healing sprinkles. So I love his story about Juice Plus. His wife actually bought it for him 17 years ago while he was recovering from colon cancer. And Dr. Sears did his homework on Juice Plus, and he became a huge advocate. And I want to share with you about the Juice Plus Complete. These are so delicious. The Juice Plus capsules and chewables are micronutrition, and the Juice Plus Complete is macronutrition because it has protein and fiber and carbohydrates. It's a powdered shake mix that can be blended with plant milk or even water. So it's 100% non-GMO plants. It has 13 grams of protein, complex carbohydrates, and 8 grams of fiber. And this all together creates a low glycemic drink and wonderful ingredients like spirulina and soy as well. And I've really done my homework on soy over the years, and the Juice Plus company has the largest non-GMO soy field in the world. So Asians have consumed soy like this for centuries, and they have some of the lowest rates of cancer and heart disease in the world. And the best news is that Juice Plus Complete is delicious. We drink it for breakfast every single day. Okay, and now I'm just so excited to be able to introduce my very good friend, Michelle Howell, and Michelle's going to share her story with you.
Thank you so much, Carmen, and thank you for introducing me to Juice Plus all those years ago. At the time, I really thought that I was healthy. It's been about 10 years now. I've always been thin. I've never struggled with my weight or anything like that. I wasn't taking medications at the time, and I was pregnant with my first baby, and I really felt the same as pretty much everyone else that I knew. The reality is that I wanted to take a nap every day after work. I couldn't wait to get home and lay down, and I had horrible allergies. I suffered from allergies my entire life. Horrible, awful. That's what I remember about summer as a child is allergies and chronic and sinus infections. I probably had 5 or 6 sinus infections every single year. It was horrible. And that's the time when Carmen shared this information with me, and our health really took an amazing change for the better once we added Juice Plus. I mean, there's so many changes. For one, I have so much more energy than I did before. And we all began to crave and eat more fruits and vegetables. My husband will actually eat vegetables now without complaining. I don't have to hide them in his food. If you know Dexter, you know that this is like totally amazing. And then so many more changes that we didn't notice, they kind of occurred gradually. I've had one sinus infection in the past 10 years. And gradually my allergies have gone away. I haven't taken any allergy medication for several years now, which is such a blessing. And Carmen, like you mentioned, I actually just went to the eye doctor a few weeks ago, and he said I don't even need glasses anymore. So that was amazing. That was so amazing. And one of the biggest things for me is that it's probably because I have so much more energy, but I really enjoy exercising, which is something that never used to happen before. And I also turned 40 this year, and I am so much healthier and feel so much better than I did in my 20s. So thank you so much, Carmen.
Well, Michelle, because I've known you since you were 12 and I was 12 too, I certainly remember those times when you could never breathe. During allergy season, you were always on allergy medication and you could never, ever breathe. So it just, makes me so happy that you've had these incredible changes in your health and for your family too. And I do know Dexter, and it is amazing that he eats vegetables as well. So, thank you for sharing. Okay, so Juice Plus is such a great first one simple change, but then we encourage you to continue making changes alongside Juice Plus. And, you really get to choose what changes you want to make, but we also make one simple changes as a group, and really anyone is welcome to join. So this month, in the month of December, we're sharing healthy holiday tips, just to keep us focused on healthy holidays, health during the holidays. And then in January, we're going to do Transform 30 as a group. And so, most people want to just make one simple change at a time in their health. And that's totally doable for everyone. But some people are ready to begin the one simple change journey by taking on several changes all at once to really jumpstart their health. And, especially at the beginning of a new year, we find that, people are really focused on making more than one change. And so perhaps you'd like to join us for Transform 30, January 1st through the 31st. But the program is the plan, the Transform 30 plan involves, first of all, adding the Juice Plus Trio to your diet every day. Then also drinking 1 or 2 Juice Plus complete shakes every day. So I have one for breakfast, and then I usually have one either mid-afternoon, like right around 3 o'clock. That's my weakest food moment of the day. Or I'll have one after dinner. I'll eat an early dinner and have one as dessert. You also want to drink a lot of water, enough water so that you can maintain clear urine. You want to exercise 30 to 60 minutes 4 times a week, and whatever exercise is the one that you enjoy or that you will do is the one that you should do. So it can be walking or swimming or aerobics or spinning, whatever works for you. Remove wheat and dairy for 30 days. And this is usually where people get hung up and they think, oh my goodness, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. What am I going to eat? But I promise you, we have so many wonderful resources, recipes, just so many opportunities to learn how to do this in a way that is not going to be super painful. You want to breathe and relax throughout the day. Take those little 5-minute vacations where you just kind of recenter yourself and reduce your stress. You want to sleep 7 to 9 hours every night. And then you want to assist your body in detoxing by eating your last meal a few hours before your bedtime. So it doesn't have to be 6 p.m., but it should be a few hours before your bedtime, because what that does is it allows your body to fully digest your dinner before you go to sleep, so that while you're sleeping, your body can get to work on repairing the damage that happened throughout the day, but also on getting those toxins out of your body. So really, you can take on all of these or just a few, or just make one simple change. You really get to choose the pace that you want to go. So Transform 30 is both a detox and a rejuvenation program. So you can shed the fat and toxins at the same time. And that's really the key to getting in shape and becoming more healthy. And people really are seeing results with one simple change in Transform 30. So Kim, here on the right, she lost 30 pounds doing one simple change. at a time for 4 months. And then Liz, here on the left, she did the transformation plan, and look at her results in just 30 days. So you also are invited to join our private Facebook group and to connect with our amazing community. We share recipe ideas, health tips, education, and stories just like these within our group. And you know, when you're flooding your body with the best nutrition and adopting healthy lifestyle changes, weight loss really just isn't as hard as you think. And our Juice Plus community Facebook pages, you know, they're so engaging. We have so many tools, and we share just so much information that they really are so valuable. And Juice Plus is priced comparable to a daily cup of coffee. So the trio capsules or chewables are really less than $2.50 a day, and you can drink the complete shake for about $2 a shake. And Juice Plus has really become part of our grocery bill. And the kids actually can receive Juice Plus for free. So this is our children's health study program. And with children between the ages of 4 years old all the way through college can be sponsored into this program. So if mom buys the Orchard and Garden chewables or capsules, she can sponsor a child and the child receives it for free. So dad can also sponsor a child. The parents are asked to fill out surveys about what effect the Juice Plus has had on the health of their family. And just look at these wonderful results. The families are healthier, they're taking fewer medications, they're craving more fruits and vegetables, and even losing their cravings for fast food. And we certainly saw that in our family, and I know, Michelle, you saw a lot of that in your family as well. And families on Juice Plus are seeing wonderful changes in their health. This is Dorothy. She was severely asthmatic at a young age, and her pediatrician actually recommended Juice Plus to her. And so now she's off all of her asthma medications, and she runs the fastest mile in her school. And this story was posted by Nate's mom. So at just 8 years old, Nathan was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, PDD, NOS, seizure disorder, ADHD, sensory integration disorder, GERD, and chronic constipation, eczema, and he was also considered immune suppressed. He's had 7 surgeries and has been hospitalized 13 times. He had a team of 9 different specialists. And when his mom learned about Juice Plus within the first week, Nate was using the bathroom without medication. He began eating more, then no fevers, then Nate's skin began clearing up, and Nate seemed calmer, more focused, and one by one, the medications were discontinued, 7 altogether. At the 6-month checkups with the specialists, I couldn't wait to share his transformation with the doctors. One by one, they said, "We no longer need to see Nathan." It was bittersweet. We'd been with these doctors since Nate was a baby. Our last appointment was with the immunologist. We left his office with discharge paperwork that you can see in the picture. Sinusitis resolved. Care plan, continue taking Juice Plus. And Dr. Richard Du Bois says that after looking at all of the research done on Juice Plus, I recognize that there's nothing else available any place in the world, with or without a prescription, that has been shown to do all of those things in the human body. And so we just want to thank you for joining us today. We hope that you were inspired to live healthier, and we'd love for you to get back to the person who invited you to learn more about Juice Plus, and also to join our One Simple Change monthly themes and our One Simple Change groups on Facebook. Thank you. Thank you. Hi. Is that Paige? You're muted. Unmute. There we go. All right. Stop recording.